Hello there and welcome to today's video. It's very nearly October, which means only one thing. Yep, it's about time for a Halloween inspired polymer clay tutorial. So today I'm making a really cute little black cat with a pumpkin on his head because, you know, why wouldn't he? Well, I actually made two of them as the footage went a bit wrong on the first attempt. So there's one with whiskers and one without. So let me go and show you how I made them. So to start, I've got some really bright, lovely orange clay here, and I need to roll it into a ball shape first. And with my needle tool, I need to make a series of lines from the top to the bottom. So I've made two little dots for the central points really, just so that I know where I'm aiming basically. So I'm just going to go round till eventually it kind of resembles like a tangerine. And because polymer clay tends to get a bit messy while it's warm, I'm just going to rest it for a minute before I start work again with my needle tool. And this time I'm going to create a load of little shallow lines, just really because I like the additional detail really. Obviously you don't need to do this. And every now and again I'll just rest it again just to let the clay cool down. And once that's done, I'm using my medium-sized ball tool here just to create a couple of eye sockets. And I'll pop in some white eyeballs. It might be nice actually to use glow-in-the-dark clay for the eyes if you have any lying around. I'll just pop in some pupils. And of course you can create any eye design that you like really. I'm just going for something nice and simple today. And I'll pop on a little pink nose for my cats. And now I can move on to the body. So I've just got some black clay here and I'm using Fimo Professional. And I want to make it into kind of a loose body shape. I'm going for quite a narrow design today, but you can use, you know, whatever shape you fancy really. If you wanted to go for a round body, by all means feel free to do that. And actually I'd encourage that really. It's all about trying to make your own designs unique to you. So I'll just pop in some craft wire and add on some liquid Fimo to ensure that the pieces stick together well while baking. And I'll pop on my little pumpkin cat's head. And hopefully it's going to take the weight. It's a little oversized, but I think it will work out okay. I'm going to press it on nice and firmly just to ensure that the pieces stick together well. So now it's time to make his legs, and I've got two ball shapes in exactly the same size, so I know that they'll end up the same size as legs really. So I need to fashion that into a paw shape like so, nice and easy. And with my needle tool again, I'm gonna pop in a couple of lines to make it look a lot more like a paw. And incidentally, I do have a list of the tools that I use down below in description. I want his leg to essentially wrap around his body, so I'm using my blade cutting tool here to try and mimic that shape really. And with some beige clay, I'm going to add on some little details to make his little paw look a lot more like a paw. So I'll just add on some toes as well, and of course you can use whatever colour clay that you have around really. So I think that looks a lot more like a paw. And now I've got two of them, so I just need to attach them to his body. And they should attach fairly well, like so. So try and press that together. And I think he's coming together pretty well. So I want the legs to look a lot neater at the back, so with a wet wipe I'm really trying to force that clay in, and you can use your finger for this instead. So now his feet paws are attached, I need to work on his hand paws. So I've got two slightly smaller balls of clay here, and again they're in the same size, so they'll end up hopefully in the same size once they're made into paws as well. And once I've been able to achieve a shape like this, I'm just going to use my needle tool again to make it look, well, a lot more like a paw really. With my finger, I'm going to flatten down the tops of the paws like so, just because they should end up looking a little neater once they're on the body. And I'll curve them round like so and add them to the little pumpkin cat. So I need to press in nice and firmly like so, and add the second paw. And of course you can play around with the design. You might want to have your cat holding something as well. And again, with my wet wipe, I'm just going to really try and coax that clay together at the back. And of course my black cat needs a black tail. So I'm going to make it nice and simple really. I've just got a very basic tail shape. And I'm going to curve that round at the top like so. And add that to the body. And of course you could have your tail in whatever design you like. I'm just using this design because I want it to stay, you know, secure to the body really, so it doesn't break after baking. And I'm going to have a little clean up before I go any further because obviously black clay likes to stick to everything. So it's time to make his ears now, so I'm going to cut out 2 triangular shapes. And I'll curve them round ever so slightly and just attach them to his head. And I need to really try and press that in as firmly as I can. And to finish off the pumpkin, I'm going to add a little stalk like so. And of course you can leave your cat like this, but I think I'm going to add some whiskers to this one as it's the second cat that I've made, so I want them to look a little different to each other. So with some fine black crafting wire, I'm going to add 3 on each side like so. And there he is, my little Halloween pumpkin cat is all done. So now I'll need to bake him, and at this point you'll need to refer to your own brand of Polymer Clay's baking instructions. And here he is, all done, alongside his little friend here. I really enjoyed making these two, so I'll need to have a think about some other Halloween themed tutorials. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Give it a like if you got this far, subscribe if you're new, and let me know actually what other Halloween inspired polymer clay tutorials you'd like to see me make, because yeah, I'd love to hear. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care, bye bye.